Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another video. Today, we're going to be doing an achievement breakdown on Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix. This game was published by Gamemill Entertainment and is developed by Bamtang. The game sells for $39.99 at full price. If you're interested in picking it up, I will have a link down in the description below. Now, this is a sequel to Nickelodeon Kart Racers. I think it came out about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And at the core, the game wasn't too bad. However, the roster really sucked. If I remember, it didn't even have any unlockable characters. Compared to the new one, has a much larger roster, including a lot more classic Nickelodeon TV shows. And we have a total of 14 unlockable characters. Now, the game has 27 achievements available worth 1,000 gamer score. Personally, I haven't been able to get the full 1,000 gamer score quite yet, and I'll be explaining that in this video. Even if you're a beast at kart racing games, this one is going to be pretty difficult. It's actually crazy how hard it is. It's just because, spoiler alert, you unlock an insane difficulty after completing the hardest difficulty, and there is an achievement related to 3-starring all of the Grand Prix on each of the difficulties, and there's 4 difficulties total. So as you can imagine, you have to run through the game 4 times. There's 8 different Grand Prix with 4 levels each. It basically breaks down to 32 races per difficulty. You have 4 difficulties for a total of 128 races. Now, being that each of these races is about 3 minutes long, that means at minimum it take about 6.5 hours just to get through all of the races. That's if you completed all of them without losing at all. So I think the average person is going to take about 10 to 12 hours to get this full completion or a platinum trophy. However, if you're not good at games like this, again, it's really skill dependent. It could take anywhere from 15 to 20 hours. Personally, I had a really hard time getting 3 stars on hard difficulty, and then I thought I was about to unlock my final achievement and get the 1,000 gamer score, and then it unlocked insane difficulty, which really discouraged me from continuing to try to get the 1,000 gamer score. So I think I'm going to go back to it at a later time, and then eventually I'll upload a video guide on how to complete it on insane difficulty and the recommended build to do so. Now, besides missing the achievement for getting 3 stars on every cup, I'm also missing the achievement for buying every item in the shop. And from what it looks like, you're going to have to go through the game the full 4 times on each difficulty, plus the time trials and the challenge mode before you have enough coins to be able to buy everything. Personally, I've completed the time trials, the challenges, and the first 3 difficulties, and I'm getting pretty close to being able to buy everything. The next achievement is the first achievement that I unlocked, and that's for completing your first race. Nice and easy. And the next one is for destroying a projectile with any item or chief skill. Basically, if somebody throws an item at you, you want to try to throw an item backwards to hit their projectile so that it doesn't hit you. For instance, if they throw a football at you, you can throw a football backwards and that will hit their football and destroy it. Now, the next achievement or trophy is called Move It Football Head for beginning a race with a boost. I actually made a quick video guide on how to get a starting boost in the game. The next one's called Nice to Meet You. This is for unlocking a driver for the first time. You'll get this one naturally. You get this after completing your first cup, as well as the Oh Joy achievement. That's where you unlock Cat Dog. Next, we get an achievement for activating 100 Chief skills. The Chiefs look like this. They're basically additional characters that they have in the game, but they're not main drivers. They're just like side characters that you can use to have additional power-ups. After you use your Chief for the 100th time, you're going to unlock the achievement called We're In This Together, worth 30 gamer score. The next achievement is called Fire Nation for performing 500 drifts across any game mode. You want to drift by using LB or L1. And what you want to do is make sure that you use this pretty much every turn or every turn that you can, just because, like similar to Mario Kart, for instance, the more you drift, the bigger boost that you get after that drift has been executed. And our next achievement is called Add to Cart. This is for buying 5 different cart parts in the shop. Again, there's an achievement for eventually buying all of the cart parts, so you're going to get that one naturally. The next one is called Fly, Super Thing Fly, for performing 25 jump boosts in a single race. You can actually pair this with the achievement for performing 25 slime stunts. You just need to make sure that every time you go over a jump that you press RB to do a stunt right at the edge of the jump. Now, the achievement description says you have to do this in a race. However, you can actually do this in arena mode, which gives you pretty much unlimited amount of jumps, and it's much easier to knock it out in arena. I actually just uploaded a video guide on how to get this one nice and easy. I also have a video guide for the next achievement called Only Getting Better for beating 15 ghosts in time trial mode. They actually just updated the description on this. Previously, it said just beat 15 ghosts. Anyway, watch out for that video. The Doomed achievement, that's for hitting opponents 30 times with projectiles. You're sure to get this one naturally. Our next one is called Ultimate Source of Joy for collecting 500 slime tokens in total. Again, you should get this naturally, especially if you're going for the achievement to try to buy everything in the shop. And our next one is another one that you should get naturally, called the Penny Pincher achievement for finishing every race in a single cup with at least 10 slime tokens. Basically, you need to start up a cup, and in each of the 4 races, you need to make sure that you collect at least 10 slime tokens. Our next achievement is called Modern Life Hack for discovering 5 different shortcuts. Each track has a shortcut. I may end up uploading a video showing each of the shortcuts in each of the levels. Our next one is another one that you should get naturally. It's called The More the Merrier for unlocking 10 crew members. Keep in mind that crew members are the additional characters. You can typically select 2 of them with your main driver. So this is not for drivers, this is for crew members. You also get an achievement for unlocking a chief for the first time. A chief is another type of character. You only can select 1 chief every time you race. Now there's an achievement called Let's Get Loud for playing with 10 different chiefs. Again, you should get that naturally. That's if you are mixing it up and trying out different chiefs. There's also an achievement related to unlocking every driver. I just uploaded a video on how to unlock each of the 14 unlockable drivers. So if you're having any trouble unlocking all of them, keep an eye out for that video. Next one is called It's Time to Celebrate for completing all 42 challenges. Now, overall, I'd say challenge mode is pretty easy, except for like 2 of the challenges that I had trouble with, and I can give you guys some quick tips on those. There's 6 different challenge sections, and each of those sections unlocks an unlockable character, and we have 7 challenges per section. So we have 49 challenges total. Now, we have 2 challenges that more than likely you're going to have trouble with. The harder one is the Undersea Renaissance Man Challenge. In this challenge, you have to execute 10 blue drifts in one race. This is really hard because to execute a blue drift, you have to be drifting for quite a while. It's basically the best type of drift boost that you can get. And basically what it comes down to is there are only so many turns available on the track where you can even execute a blue drift at. So basically, I found that there are 12 opportunities to get a blue drift in the 3 laps, and you have to execute 10 of the 12 opportunities. And I found that this is really hard because sometimes when you're trying to execute a blue drift, your opponent will hit you with a weapon or something like that and mess up your drift. Now, this is actually much easier if you select the right chief and crew. For the chief, I select Filbert. You gain protection for a short amount of time. Next, you want to select Miss Puff. This gets you an instant purple spark. And then you want to select Casey. It gets you a greater blue spark drift boost. If you set it up like this, you're going to find that you're going to have a lot more opportunities to get a blue drift, and it turns into a lot easier of a challenge just because you set up your build correctly, meaning your chief and crew members. So yeah, I wanted to make sure to mention those challenges with the blue drifts just because I had a lot of trouble with those. The next achievement or trophy is for finishing 10 arena games. You simply need to start up the arena mode and just play 10 games. You don't need to actually win them, just play 10 of them, and then you'll unlock this easy achievement worth 30 gamer score. The next one is the next one's a bit grindy, however, you will end up getting it naturally if you're going for the full 1000 gamer score, and that's for hitting an opponent 500 times with items. The next one is called Cowabunga for completing 100 races across any game mode. Again, if you plan on beating it on all 4 difficulties, then that would require you to complete 128 races, which means you would get this one naturally. And then next we have an achievement related to unlocking all crew members or 30 gamer score. For this one, you actually have to complete the game and 3-star the hardest difficulty. I'm not too sure if you need a 3-star, but I know you definitely need to get first place. So yeah, to unlock all of the chiefs, you will need to complete the game on hard, and you also need to complete all of the challenges. And then finally, once you have them all unlocked, you want to make sure that you play a race with each of those chiefs, and you're going to get the achievement called Bros worth 90 gamer score. And that about wraps it up, guys. I just wanted to go through each of these achievements with you guys, just in case you're debating on purchasing the game. I know it's a bit pricier at $40, so maybe you just wanted to see a quick achievement breakdown, see how long it's going to take to get that full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy before you dive into it or maybe make that purchase. Personally, I'm missing 2 achievements right now, and I only have 820 gamer score out of the full 1000, but I do plan on completing it eventually once I have the mindset to dive back into the insane difficulty. Once I do, I'll make sure to put up a video guide with the build that I used to complete it. If you happen to be having any issues with any of the specific achievements, I did upload about 4 or 5 individual achievement guides for the game, so keep an eye out for those. And real quick, I want to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 12 patrons. I want to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan tier, including Tim G84, AOJ, The Gas Bliss, Purple Rain 6, and Blackbird. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.